Hey there, this is Nick with the Cruise In family. Today I'm going to talk to you all about the technology that I use for shooting our videos. Thanks so much for joining me. I am going to talk today about all of the different pieces that I use in creating content. I'm going to show you some of the items that we use, and since we cruise, and that's the focus of our channel, I'll talk a little bit about cruising specific items that are important to bring along, but today we're going to look at those things. So the first two items that I have here are GoPros. This is a GoPro 9. And the cool thing about our GoPros, and this is a GoPro 10. The cool thing about the GoPros is they don't need anything to be able to go underwater. They are self-sufficient. The GoPro also does a really great job of super slow motion. I really love my 10. It's been a trusty thing for me for a long time. The next item I have here for you is my Hover X1 camera. It is basically a drone. It's super compact. You can see there, it folds up and it folds out. Very easily folds out. And it has some preset items or preset paths that it'll do. It works really well. All right, so I wanted to show kind of what that Hover X1 camera can do. Here we go. You can kind of see, there it goes around. Just makes a nice little orbit of you, and then put your hand out and it flies back to you. So I also shoot with my iPhone. I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max. I know, not an iPhone 15 Pro Max. The specs are pretty decent on this. It has a terabyte of memory, and this item not only serves as a filming piece sometimes. It's really nice, because I have it on me all of the time. But I use it as my primary way of editing video. Most of the videos that I create on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I use an app called LumaFusion. LumaFusion is super productive. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but there are so many different videos out there about how to use it, and it really becomes user friendly. So this is definitely a must-have, a must for me to have item. So my primaries here, not pictured obviously, is the one I'm shooting with, but are my GoPros 9 and 10. I know I don't have the 12. I actually chose the DJI over the GoPro 12. Then my iPhone and my Hover X. I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you so much for watching, and ask you to consider if something that's talked about, that's something that I just want to take a minute to ask you to consider subscribing to our channel. If there's something that I've talked about, something that sounded interesting, if you like some of the technology or think that we've engaged together, please give us a subscribe. We're definitely a growing channel, and we really appreciate your support. So some of the things that I use as attachments or additions are things like this is just basically a hold for my phone. It slips right on, and then it has a Bluetooth connection. It makes it so that you can kind of act like a camera. It's kind of nice because you can take that away from the phone. If you have attached your microphone, it'll work just great. And then this here is a connector for the GoPro. It allows me to connect external microphone, which would be a reason to get the 12 because you can do that via Bluetooth, but we don't have that for our fancy little things here. You probably noticed this sleeve here. This blocks out wind. So if it's a windy day, this does a great job of doing it. Kind of like what this does here. It does the same sort of thing. It's going to block out our wind. So, and then flipping back over, if you are on a cruise, you're going to need a non-surge protected outlet connector. For the amount of stuff we have to charge, we definitely have to part ways with some, or make extra room. So if you're familiar with the channel, you've heard me talking about we're a family of 5. I have 2 because a lot of times we end up going ahead and needing 2 because we have 2 rooms. I'll probably bring just one of them for our upcoming cruise on the Wonder of the Seasons. It'll just be Cheryl and I, just one room. We won't have as many things to plug in. Talking about things that I use, especially like on our cruise. I stay up later in the dark sometimes, so I bring headphones so that I can hear the sound, hear the audio, making sure that things are synced up correctly. So definitely, these are nothing special. Bluetooth, maybe $30, $40. But they do the job and exactly what I need them to do. I can't do the earbuds, the ones that go inside your ears. They make my ears hurt. So now I'm going to move over here, and I want to show you the computer that I have. This is my computer. Man, you can't see that there. There we go. Have me log on for a sec. There we go. So I use Canva quite a bit. Canva's one of my go-tos for our upcoming. You can see our thumbnail. I was editing this last, so. But for our upcoming videos, we have. This is just green screen, so when it goes up on the screen, I can key it out, and that'll pop up. And basically, I'm going to make each one of these a video, and it allows. So on the desktop version of Canva, it allows you to download each of these slides as a separate file. So I'm going to upload them into my Google Drive, and the Google Drive does something really kind of awesome. The Google Drive connects up with LumaFusion, and you're able to take it right from there. So these are going to be, they're pre-made, ready to go. These are things that I've anticipated us needing. That way I can do some of that daily vlogging. So also on my computer, the video editing software that I've gotten into, since it's kind of become cool and hip, I've started to get into trying to figure out CapCut a little bit. I really like CapCut for something very specific. I love CapCut for making those shorts, and it has some really cool features. But I have been experimenting just a bit with long form videos on there as well. it's an extra step for me to get it to the computer because I'm used to editing for my iPhone. So I've been taking that extra step because I want to see how much more like depth I can get with something like this. You know, I guess I could have gone towards that iPad type of setting, but I went towards the computer one because it met some of those other needs. But I really like this computer. Speaking of the computer, it's an LG Gram. It's super lightweight. You can see right over here, it's got the Evo i7, and it has a cool little processor in it. It really does move pretty good. Using videos, transferring videos. It's definitely not like a gaming computer. Those have even more like techie stuff, but for the budget that we were working in, it definitely checked a lot of those boxes. So this is an awesome little piece here. All right, so now I want to talk to you about that DJI video or device that I'm using right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my GoPro so you can see what it's doing here. So it has Facetune. It follows you around. You can see it'll tilt up, follow me over here. This is kind of my first video with it, but I've seen lots of super awesome videos of people using theirs. You see it's super smooth. This is an early Father's Day gift, which is cool, right? My kids love me, so I'm very grateful for this gift. You can see right here on the bottom, this is an external power. So you basically have an extra battery within the device itself, within the camera itself. It also has a battery. So both are battery operated. And as you see there, it's following me around as I move, which is kind of cool, keeping me centered. Watching some of the video, I can't wait to take this into low light situations, shooting, just seeing what it has the agility to do. So it's super small. They come apart. This comes off of this. This is the camera itself right here, all the way down to there. This can move. You can move if you so choose. You can move manually. You can start and stop with this. If you flip it down, it's gonna, here, let me go ahead and hit stop. If you flip it down, it's gonna go ahead and shoot in that other mode, which is really kind of awesome, right? And once it grabs my face, oh, it's not grabbing my face. I have to figure that out. Like I said, this is kind of my first shot at it, but it's super cool, right? I think it's super cool. But I'm super excited about that option. I still love my GoPro. This is something that I've grown with, the channel's grown with, so I'm definitely still going to use this and use it for those slow motion shots, use it for the underwater shots for sure. But this is going to become more of my go around, you know, being able to shoot all over as we walk through. I'm super excited. This is part of the deal there. It came with the pack. Oh, it's got a little button on the side, and it actually starts recording. You can see there, it went ahead and started recording as I pushed it. But this has a hook, so you can pin it right up here, or a magnet. And I have it on with the magnet right now, so that I can have it wherever I so choose, which is kind of cool, or it's really cool. I think it's really cool. But I'm also easily impressed, you know, in that other mode, which is really kind of awesome, right? And once it grabs my face, oh, it's not grabbing my face. I have to figure that out. Like I said, this is kind of my first shot at it, but it's super cool, right? I think it's super cool. I would just want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. We appreciate your viewership. These are just the things that we've chosen to use. If you're on a budget and you have a phone, you can use that. And, you know, for a while, I used my phone and I used iMovie, and it's a free app. It does editing. You can start off there, but definitely these are the things that I use. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope that something I talked about sprung interest. If you have questions about any of the items that I use, or the technology or anything like that, please ask it down below. I'll make sure to come up and talk to you about it. And if you ask something I don't know, I'll definitely try to find the answer for you.